Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at just everything to do with the game and explain it a little bit, because when you start in this game it can be quite overwhelming with the amount of stuff. So we're going to go through it very slowly, not very slowly but quite slowly, and talk about each individual thing. Now, when you are going through missions, you are going to get so many drops of weapons, of mods, of components and reactors. Do not worry too much about them. Just equip the highest level things that you can. For instance, with the reactor right here, the reason why I'd equip the higher one is that you get more skill power and more sub attack power. So all your skills would do more damage. They usually have an optimization condition, as we're seeing right here. So for my toxic singularity reactor, which I'm using right now, the skill power is 149, but the optimization condition means I need to have an assault rifle equipped to get 140% increase. Now, if I was to put on this materialized mechanics reactor, which I'm going to, it'll give me 240 skill power because I have a scout rifle equipped. So you got to really look at everything on here. So like, for instance, this one is pretty much exactly the same, except I would need to have a tactical rifle to have the optimization to get the extra bonuses. Now the thing is when I equip this one, the skill power boost ratio doesn't do nothing for me because I have no ticks in it at all. Now I don't know yet currently how to get ticks into those boxes, but now the thing is these reactors are for each individual character. They will line up better with certain characters. So for instance, this one here, if I equip it and I've got my scout rifle equipped, I get the boost to my skill power, but the skill power boost ratio is smaller because I don't have the other two factors there. If you look at the one that I have equipped now, I have singular skill power boost ratio, but in the new one that I'm equipping, I have none of them. If I go over here to this one, which is an electrical based one, I should equip this, but that means I'd have to use a tactical rifle, which I don't particularly enjoy or like. So if I wanted the extra boosts on the other things that are there attached to this reactor, I would need to be able to use a tactical rifle, and it says right there missed skill power 100%, so I'm missing out on 100% extra damage with my skill power because I don't have a tactical rifle equipped when I equip this one. But if I go over to this one on the far right, you can see now that I have got everything required. I have the scout rifle equipped and I get those boosts, so that is the one I should be equipping. Boom. Now I'm getting a huge increase in all of my damage. So you really need to go through and look at which boxes are ticked for you and see if like you have that weapon available. Do you want to use that weapon? And then, you know, just go about your day after all that. So now I can get rid of most of these. So if you want to highlight them all as junk, you can just by, for me, holding the right stick, it will designate all as junk. And then I can just dismantle all of them by holding right trigger, but I don't want to dismantle all of them right now, so I can highlight one of them and just tap the right trigger. So I'm going to do all the level 10s, and then I can delete and remove them all from my inventory and get some rewards for it, some materials for it, which is going to be used for other things which we won't get into right now. And that's reactors. Now let's look at external components. This is how you increase your max shields and defenses and health and all that kind of stuff. Again, always just look for the highest one that you can put on that really affects you. These have set effects as well as everything else. So right now for me, I have 2 max shield ones. Do I want 17 max shield instead of 8 max HP? More than likely. So what this is that each of these has a specific slot. So anything that looks like the auxiliary power kind of thing can be equipped here. So if I can go in right now and change my max shield to a defense, I can. Then I can go get more max HP and swap it with this one, and so on and so forth. So they only equip to the section that they can be equipped to. So now I have max HP 15, max shield, more max HP, more defense, and a better reactor. So you constantly go into these menus and just changing it up to the things that you think are going to be best for you but are a higher level and give you more stats. Right, so now let's look at weapons and weapon mods. Now I've just recently got rid of all of my weapons, but you can see that they use different ammo types. So these purple ones are your high powered rounds. You receive less ammo drops of these. These are your snipers and your shotguns and stuff. They are your big damaging weapons, usually saved for bosses and stuff like that. Then there are loads of different ammo types and loads of different weapons, which we won't get into. Scout rifles, though, really, really powerful. You should be looking for some really good scout rifles. And then obviously I have my assault rifle. Now, the white ammo you're going to get very, very often. Green ammo, rarely, but you will get it quite often. And right now, I haven't really seen anything about the special rounds. I haven't used these enough to see what actually happens with them, but you know, there are things there. There are new things to be seen and looked at. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. So if we go to the side of our weapons, you get these little module sections. You can go in here and add things to your gun to make them better. So for instance, any of the blue ones, you can just throw on most weapons that you're using for a certain period of time. You're going to get so many of these drops that it doesn't really matter. The purple ones and stuff, I would just save for maybe when you get a gun that you really like. But I can throw this on and get weak point damage plus 9%. So you can see that it adds the applied value. I can add firearm attack, so my weapon will do more damage. And then we have here bullet improvement, fire enhancement, adds fire attack equal to 8% of the damage. I think this basically just throws on like a fire mod onto the bullets. I'm not entirely sure, but this is how you like add things to your gun to make them better. I can also throw on firearm critical rate, so I get more crit chance. This now is a weapon I'll probably use for at least 5 missions, and then I'll go through and do it all again with another weapon. There is a lot of swapping out and changing and stuff. This can be done on all weapons, and also as well you get different mods for them. I'm not going to bother with this one right now because I'm probably going to end up changing this scout rifle out for another one. But you know, you can get critical hit damage, fire rate up, which actually I'm going to put that on because that's pretty good for a scout rifle. And then obviously more damage and more critical hit. But I'm going to be using my assault rifle for most damage right now, and I want to save a few of the mods. Then also as well for the heavy one, again, just extra things. Bullet improvement adds toxic attacks, electric attack plus 13. So you can have toxic attack added to it, so it'll do toxic damage, fire rate, weak point damage, and electric attack. Again, right now I'm going to end up swapping that out, so I'm not going to bother wasting the mods. Then we go down to Descendant modules. This is another extra section for your character. So I haven't leveled up. So we go down now to Descendant module, and this is another important part of the game. You're going to be buffing up your specific character. I've only just unlocked Bunny, so I haven't got anything equipped on her yet. But if you look at what's on here, we have skill modules, which has like a green tint to it, and a sub module, which has an orange tint to it. You want to obviously select the orange one. You can't put it anywhere else other than where it tells you to. So now I have a shock punch, modifies the charge sub attack. So basically when you throw out a punch, it's going to do some electrical damage. Now, all of these other ones you can equip things to, but if you look, they have some icons on them, these little free icons. If I take this technician and I equip it anywhere else, you can see that up here my module capacity goes up to 6 out of 34. So you can only have a certain amount of space, and it's all dictated by what the number above the thing that you're equipping. If I take that and equip it to the same icon, then my module capacity goes down to 3 out of 34. So you want to look at the ones that you're equipping and where to put them specifically. Now I don't have anything with this little star, so now I can go through and just add all the other things in that I want. So I can go in and put all attribute resistances, fire resistance, increased defense, increased HP, and then I'm at a loss now because I can't equip anymore. Even though I've got space, you can't do duplicate mods because you already have one on. So you have to keep changing these as well, looking into these. So as soon as I unlock something with the star, I can throw this on and be able to get a reduced module capacity cost while putting it on there. So very cool little addition to the game. You get to just change everything up and make your character different to how you want to build them. Now, when you spawn into the Albion home place, you're going to get 30 frames per second running in a 60 frame per second area because of the game is so frustrating, so triggering. If we go down here to the right, this is basically your hub for most things that you're going to do. Over here is your research center. This is going to allow you to be able to research Descendants and other materials and such things. I won't get too much into this, but basically it costs coin, and you have to do the missions. So there'll be missions available for you to get these materials specifically, and then once you get those materials, you'll be able to get Ultimate Ajax, for instance. So you'll have to get 969 silicon, 656 flectorite, 98 balanced plasma batteries, and 1 Ultimate Ajax enhanced cells blueprint, and that will cover this one in the top left. Then you got to do it for all of them. So it's quite a lengthy process to get the higher level characters. but it's definitely going to be worth it. You've also got Descendant materials, you've got weapon materials, enhancement materials, so you're going to be coming to this area quite often, so just keep that in mind. Then another section down here which is important is this person over here. I can't remember their name. By the way, I just thought as well, so if you put something on that's not the right icon, it will go up in capacity, in module capacity, so make sure you're only equipping the correct ones to the correct places. When you speak to this person down here, this guy, you'll be able to enhance those modules. So we go to enhance module and you can see that all the things that I've equipped to Bunny is here for me now. So if I wanted to increase my HP, for instance, we select it, and what's going to happen is when I enhance it, we get max HP up to 31% more from 22%, but the capacity cost will go up to 7. Now, I don't know how that works out when it comes to putting it on the right icon, but we'll see. And you can enhance it. So it costs 3,000 gold and 300 Creeper shards. I don't know what that is for, but you can see what the amount you have is up here on the top. I don't know how you get them. You just get them from playing the game, I assume. So we can now enhance that, and it will go up to the higher level. Now let's go in and have a look at what that does in terms of putting it on the right icon. Boom. Oh, it's still down as a 3, so it's still half, but obviously because it's a 7, they just drop it down to 3. So pretty goddamn cool. I'm very, 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 very excited for these kinds of builds and stuff that you'll be able to make. And let's say if I wanted to go in and do my skill power modifier as well, which we can do, we're going to enhance that. Boom. That's going to make me a lot stronger, and I'm very happy about that. And obviously every time you go up, it costs more materials, and you can see there's little pips next to it to show you how much you've upgraded one thing. I'm not going to do it too much for these blue ones. This is just for like us right now to make this video, but I'm going to probably save all my materials for the higher level stuff. Then he also has dismantle modules. Over here, everything that you have on your characters or don't have on your characters, you can get rid of. So in the bottom it says select duplicate modules, which is what I'm going to do. And then I can dismantle them, and it will give me all of those currencies, but it won't take it off my characters or weapons. The ones that are equipped. So now I have a whole bunch of materials to be able to upgrade other things if I wanted to. So that is how you get the Creeper shards, and I'm assuming you probably get them from other methods too. But yeah, that's a pretty cool thing. So when it comes to weapons, you can either dismantle them or sell them. So you can sell them at this vendor here. I don't know if you can sell them at other ones, but you know, you can go here and sell them for like 200 coins. I think I'd rather dismantle them for the materials, but if you did want some coin, this is what you go to right here. And then there's a workbench here, which I don't think I've unlocked yet. This is to use to upgrade your weapons, so you need to be able to do all this stuff as well down the line. And that's about it really. That's all the things I wanted to cover, just to kind of really focus in on what the modules are, the reactors and the components, and what you can do with them, and a little bit about the research. Let me know what you're thinking about this game so far. Are you loving it? What's your favorite character? Who are you looking to research first? Let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you for watching. I've been easynow. You guys have been awesome.